so I decided to do a different game tonight. One, so we can just talk and everything, but two, because I wanted to do the rest of the Alton and Corey drama, but this is the 50 room game, and basically it's an escape room, but there's like 100 rooms with different puzzles in each one. So I hope we can enjoy this game. And if you guys like any games like these, or just put in the comments like what games you guys enjoy watching, and I can see if I can get them on the tablet that I use. So in any other case, let's get into the game and into the news, huh?
Okay, this video is for Corey, but obviously for anyone else watching, because the video posted yesterday is so unfathomably insane, that I would actually now rather put this in the court of public opinion. Okay, so one, here's the thing. You never responded to my texts. You haven't answered any of my emails. You've avoided me at any possible opportunity we could have run into each other, including one of our friends going away parties. Okay? Finally, you respond to me on your own TikTok video yesterday, and all I'm doing is, as I'm watching it, I'm fact-checking you. That's all I'm doing. I'm not being a dick. I'm not being rude. You're talking about California minimum wage this and all that, and I'm just going through fact-checking. You're talking about years and dates. I'm fact-checking, and all I'm doing is replying with the actual factual evidence. I didn't want to fucking do this, dude. You were my best friend, and you fucked me over. And the thing is, everyone thinks it's something so simple because I tried to keep it professional, and I tried to keep it financial and business only. I didn't bring up any of the other shit.
Ooh.
Anything. That was a choice to try and still protect you after the shit you've done, okay? No one knows what I know, at least on the internet. Our friends do. They all do. You know all those people that you say all turned against me and don't... They're inside right now. Obviously it looks fucking empty. They're all inside right now. I'm with 7 people that I've been friends with for 3 to 10 years, all of which have worked with you. And yet we're still friends, okay? I didn't want to do this, but I know what you're capable of because I was there when you did this exact same fucking thing to another channel that you exited from, that you were no longer a part of. I won't even say you exited from it. You were no longer a part of it. The shit you told me about them is insane. And the thing is, I'm not going to say what any of that shit is because none of it was true. None of it was true at all. You made up everything. I reached out to everyone to be like, hey, I'm trying to put all the pieces together. That's true. No. Everyone was like, what the fuck? Okay? So I tried to keep this as chill as I can, dude, but you cannot try and accuse me of abusing you. Okay? You cannot try and accuse me of not taking your mental health seriously. And then also just money in general is insane, dude. I only made the video I did. I waited as long as I could. I was like, the wedding's coming up, the bachelor party's coming up. That's what I'm on right now. Okay? And I wanted to just get it out there because I saw what you were doing already. You were talking shit and lying to close friends of mine. Of course I found out. You were doing it to close friends, and then all of a sudden I start getting more people sending me like, hey, Corey said this during live stream, hey, in this YouTube video he's saying this, and hey, pretty sure he's talking about you, and of course I know what you're saying. So yeah, dude, I made the video because I am so fucking terrified of what you are able to do. You're so believable. So believable and so lovable.
Yeah.
Okay? I fucking love you. I still do. I'll never not, bro. And this is insane to me that you still won't respond. After all this time, you knew I was getting married. You knew who the groomsmen were. You still didn't reach out. Okay? So here's my solution. Here's my offer, my peace treaty, whatever it is. You and I meet up and talk it out on a live stream. None of this like you and me meet up and then you can go home and all of a sudden change your mind on everything that was discussed, as if none of it ever happened, which is what you seem to always be doing. You and I meet up, it's on a live stream. That's it. Bring all the proof you want. Bring everything you want. FaceTime whoever you want. I don't care. We can even have a mutual friend of ours mediate it. Someone that's been friends with you significantly longer than me, who loves you deeply, and me as well. He's with me now, okay? Already talked about it. That's my solution. That way there's nothing to hide behind. There's nothing to change your mind on. That's it, okay? I get home on the 21st night of July. Okay, I get home like 10 p.m. We can do it at 10:01. I don't need a second to prepare for anything. I already have it all here. Everything is here. I checked everything before I posted my video. We can do July. I'm there 21st night, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th. All those days. And if you need it to be the 27th, I'll move some shit around. I don't care. Okay, because this is insane what you accuse me of. The defamation level, dude, I don't think you actually, can understand what it is that you're saying. So I'm going to go just 3 points here in order of least to most importance. 1, the money. Bro, you can't argue money. I have everything. I'm sorry you don't do your own accounting and you don't do your own taxes. Okay. That's not my problem. That doesn't make what you said true. 1, you told a bunch of people locally, right, that you made like $45,000 a year, and then the next person you told you made $55,000 a year, $61,000 a year. You got paid from 2 different corporations. You showed 1 document. Okay, so let's say that 61, I don't know what the amount was because you fucking blocked me on TikTok, so I couldn't re-look at what you said. Okay, let's say it's 61,000. That's one thing. Okay, you also got another 10 grand from me cash. That's another thing. I don't know if you checked your emails, but I've still been wiring you money for 2023. You guys sent money that way. Okay, and then you got paid for Haunted Homies. What was Haunted Homies? I have all the numbers here. $63,000 for Haunted Homies. Another $10,000 cash. Another that was just wired, not just wired, but was wired for last year because it was on every 6 months the payment was fucking due. And then you were supposed to get another $25,000, but you quit before I got home from New Zealand to handle everything. And that was the December merch box with the ghost hunt thing. You were supposed to get money for that. And then you backed out of the fucking charity event, ghost hunt there too, and I covered all the money, and then my accountant was like, I guess just take it from the money you owe him for Haunted Homies. So regardless, the grand total here that you were paid, if you take out the grand total with the 25,000, had you not quit, would have been $183,000 for 57 nights of work. $183,000 for 57 nights of work. This is factual documentation on IRS paperwork, in emails, in invoices, on agreements. Okay, the math on that. $3,210 per night. Per night. That's over $1.1 million a year if you would have worked every day. In my video, I said it was $1,500 a night because that was the rate. The rate I was paying you that didn't factor in all the other shit on top. Haunted Homies was, I fucking put it all together and we were dead even splits on that. You and I made the exact same amount, but I did all of the work. All of the work. Everything. Do you not realize how fucking crazy this is, dude? You made more than me last year, but you don't know that because you never asked. You never gave a fuck. And I didn't care. Okay? I'm fine. I donated everything I made last year. I donated over $100,000 to plant trees last year. I donated a fuck ton of money during the Warren Museum charity stream. And I also paid for the entire production for the Warren Museum charity stream. And you can look at how many trees I donated. It's on a fucking professional government website. It was $100 grand for trees. You can look at how much I donated to Feeding America. It's there. I donated damn near as much as you made. Do you not understand that, dude? Okay? So fuck it. Let's go past the money. Oh, here's the next thing. You want to accuse me, bro? You want to accuse me of not caring about your mental health. Not caring about your mental health. When you knew when I was 15 I tried to kill myself. I showed you the place I tried to do it when we went to Connecticut. I was like, that's it. That's the fucking river that I was going to swim into, and I knew I wouldn't be able to make it out of the rip current, and I was going to fucking drown. Okay? And I swam a little bit of the waves, and I couldn't get myself to do it. I fucking tried. I couldn't get myself to do it. And you know that. And I've been super vocal with you about my mental health and all the shit I've been going through, and I've always, always, always put you first and taking care of you. You always tell me that the trips make you the happiest. Going to New Zealand, it made you the fucking happiest. Ghost hunting with your buddies made you the happiest. Being in the same RV made you the happiest. And yet somehow I'm the villain. I'm the villain because you tell me that the thing that makes you the happiest is making videos with me. And I kept trying to keep us making videos and pay you the best I can. Yet I'm the fucking criminal here. I'm the villain here in this scenario, bro. Come on, dude. I'm the one who's always like, let's go to the gym. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. What do you want to do? Do you want to go to Tempest? Do you want to train? Do you want to come bounce on the fucking trampoline? Do you want to play Mario Kart? I was always the one reaching out to you to be like, what do you want to do, man? Like, I'm happy to fucking make you happy. That's crazy. That's fucking heartbreaking. That's crazy, dude. And then the most severe thing is that you try and say that not only I, but everyone abused you. Again, I haven't been able to watch the TikTok since yesterday when you blocked me. But you tried to say I abused you. Dude, I was in the same room as you. I did the same thing. And also, if you think I abused you, that means the 7 other people that were there, that were with you, that also let you do the same thing, also abused you. You accused 7 people of abusing you. Why? Because the room was cold. It was 56 degrees in the room. One night it dropped down to, I think, 48. And you said that we didn't have a heater because I was worried about the noise. That's not true. We didn't have a heater because we plugged in the heater. It broke the power. It popped the fucking breaker. Okay? And if the heat was on, the stream couldn't run. And we were there to do a charity stream. Also, you knew where we were going. You knew we were going to Connecticut in the fucking winter. You knew that. I wore thermals and a sweatshirt and a hoodie and a jacket. I don't know what you wore, but I'm not responsible for dressing you. Okay? Yes. You were not abused. Hey, you got scared and you played sick. That is the fucking truth. You got scared, which is fine, but you played sick. And I get why you did it. Because it would be a really embarrassing thing to tell people on stream that you signed up to do a 5+ day ghost hunt, one of the most haunted places in the world, and now you're too scared to do it. I get it. That would have been fucking weird. And that's why I never said shit. I let you just play sick. And you came in when you wanted, and you did what you wanted, and you jumped in, and you jumped out. But we all know you weren't. Everyone was there. All of us were there. And also, I did not say that you shouldn't have ordered McDonald's because you needed to eat. That's not what I said. What I said is that any person who was feeling ill and actually cared about getting better to rejoin the charity that they were doing should have ordered food that would actually benefit their body. As far as I know, McDonald's is not a recommendation of any physician. That's not the diet of choice. Okay? All of us were like, dude, you're eating things that are making it worse for you. Why would you eat things that are making it worse for you? We didn't say you should only eat chicken noodle fucking soup. We just said eat things that are healthy, that'll help you. All of us. We're just trying to help you. And then that's when it all registered on us. So you were fucking just, you were just scared and you played sick. And no, you weren't on phone calls and you were in the sunshine, bro. Fuck off with that. Fuck off with that. You were also totally chilled in the motorhome. That's bullshit. I know what those phone calls were about with your family. And don't you fucking dare try and say it was about me abusing you. That's not what it was. I know what it is, but I'm not going to spill personal drama bullshit that involves other people. Okay, I'm trying to avoid that. I'm not trying to bring fucking names into this, or other people into this, or anything like that, bro. But I know you. I know what you do. And it's fucking crazy to me that I didn't think this would happen to me too when I watched you do it to everyone that had ever been in your life. I watched it happen. And for some reason, delusional Elton was like, nah, he's changing, he's gonna be a better person, this is my best friend, like I fucking love this dude, he would never, and then here we are. Bro, this is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Let's meet up, live stream it, vocalize everything. I'm not afraid of the truth, bro. I'm only afraid of you and your imagination. That's it. Okay? So let's do that. And if you don't want to meet up, because obviously you know you're lying about everything, and it'll be blatantly clear, then accusing me of abuse and paying you below minimum wage, which, by the way, is just absolutely insulting when you do the math on it, to how fucking hard people work for their money, bro. I came from being homeless, okay? Me? That's fucked, okay? On behalf of all those people, I apologize that he said that. That's insane. Okay, but these accusations that you have made that absolutely are 100% false, with no merit to them, anything at all, they are purely fictional, delusional. And you don't want to hash this out and admit to it, the fact that you're lying, then okay. We go to court, I sue you, and whatever amount the lawyers want to go for, great, gets donated. I don't want your money. I don't.
Okay.
I've only wanted you to make more money so you can live a more comfortable, happy life and pursue the things you want to do. So, that's it. I don't know. You know how to get a hold of me. I don't want to be blocked on shit. Also, you know where I live. You've lived with me for 2 years. I don't know where you live, by the way. I've never been invited into your house. I think maybe I picked you up from your new house. I don't know. I don't know where the fuck you live. I don't know where that came from either, bro. Never been to your house. But you know where I live. You lived with me for 3 years. That's why this also hurts way more. Not just business partners. Not just roommates, but friends. All of it combined. And this is what you... Anyways, I'm fucking sweating my balls off. It's 110 degrees here. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of this weekend. I'm staying off social media until I get back home in Los Angeles. But that's it, guys. I don't know. I don't know what else to do here. But I'm not a...
Anyway. Elton, I really hope that you and Ginger had the best honeymoon, okay? And for Corey to do all of that to you, what he just did to you, personally to me, is more like high school level. Like, you played the blame card for half of that, half the time that you've been with other people, which I'm guessing the other people he was blaming were also Sam and Colby. Or it could have been the twins. No, well, yeah, the twins. The paranormal twins. Unless he was talking about somebody else. I have no idea. But anyway. But next video.
Stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
Everyone, I have Sam and Colby, obviously, on FaceTime right now. Because we just wanted to, kind of moderately address something that, I don't know, is getting blown out of proportion, and I figured this is, the most clear-cut way that we could explain it and talk about it, is that there's just, rumors that are circulating everywhere that, I hate you guys, and, if you guys hate me, and things went horribly wrong, and all this stuff, and, I don't know, I'll let you chime in, but to me it's, so bizarre, because as far as I know, everything's fine. We don't film that often anymore, but, it's fine, right?
Yeah, we came out with that video almost a year ago, talking about how we had many conversations since anything went down. We cleared all air, we squashed all beef, we're chilling.
Everything's good. Yeah,
and really... super clear to the public, and maybe we didn't post enough about it, but yeah, I just want to reiterate, all water under the bridge. Anything that ever happened in the past, we're all good with each other.
Yeah, I'll literally see you guys in 2 days at my wedding. So
yeah, actually,
I thought that was awesome.
You guys were there, but we're like, I hate this guy.
all is good in the world.
Okay, and then the other thing that I keep saying all over the place is, and understandably why, is the prank war era that we all did, and my pranks went pretty far. I feel like everyone did at certain times. I did some fun ones, but I did some crazy ones, but like what I don't think anyone knows is that after every week of the prank war, we all like sat down together. So like one figured who got the views and the likes and like the house favorite for the actual like prank war element, but we also like all checked in with each other on like, hey, did anything cross the line? You know, right? Like I'm not insane in that that's how it all went down.
Yeah, not at all. I mean, we would even have like weekly meetings leading up to the prank war and talk about like pushing the boundaries and doing the craziest pranks we could think of. And we all consented and loved every single prank that was posted. So I don't know where that rumor stemmed from, but like I see old pranks that it was like 2017, 2018, like 7 years ago, and I loved them. I loved like specifically like the pink haired one. Like where people were like super upset about like the super glue. Guys, I love that video. Like that's hilarious to me. I love it.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me. I'll bring her to the wedding.
Oh my god, no. No, seriously, like we were in that mode. Like we want to do whatever it takes.
Yes, finally.
To like really go hard with the whole YouTube stuff. We all like we're like, all right, if anything ever crosses the line, we'll talk about it. We'll figure out then. But we all were like, you know, in agreement. Hard, let's go for it, let's make really good videos, let's push the bar.
Yeah.
We did, but like it wasn't anything too far or else we would have the video. Any video that was enough.
Other things like I was gonna talk about, but like I know for sure everyone in the house, and especially me, was like always thinking about like safety elements. And like as far as I can remember, I don't think anyone got hurt during the prank wars except for like your like lip, because you were so lightweight that the hand was gonna hit you far enough that you wouldn't land in the ball pit. So I like held you in and like maybe held you too hard, and like I know you got like the fat lip on that, but other than that, like
yeah, and like what's a fat lip for like, you know, a crazy prank war? Like, and if that's the worst injury that happened in like 9 months of pranking each other, success.
Yeah.
So we're all in for it, you know, it's all good.
We didn't care, or else we wouldn't post the videos.
Yeah, but it's just a weird thing like to this day that people are like Elton's a horrible person because he like went so hard. I'm like, I mean, I know they weren't there and they're watching, but like we were all there and we were all chill and we all still lived together. And we, you know, like we kept going, and even after the prank wars, we still kept filming together. Like you guys came over to the house, we did like the hawk thing and you know a bunch of other like extra videos that we kept filming, and I was filming some ghost hunts and stuff. So it's like.
And maybe that was on us too, like not blaming anybody for like trying to read between lines. Like we could have been a little bit more open about, hey guys, this is the precedent. We all know that this is happening, and this is all, you know, understanding of everyone in the group. And so maybe it was just a communication error. But yeah, like, you know, retroactively saying like that was what was happening behind the scenes. Like we were all like, all right, are we good here? Are we good here? All right, cool. Let's post the video. Let's keep grinding.
Yeah, we wanted to make it feel like a prank war. Like at all times, anything could happen, which is what was happening.
It was a little scary, but it was also like exhilarating and awesome. And that was like one of the favorite times of all of our lives.
It also was 7 years ago.
I know.
7 years ago, guys. Not a big deal. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the only other thing that I've seen here, and this one hurts my heart a little, because it's like, it's the craziest one where like, I don't know, but it's the rumors or allegations, whatever it is, that like at some point you SH'd and like I was the person that like encouraged it, or it was on a I don't know like where the rumor came from, but like.
Yeah, so I've seen that one a million times on TikTok as well. Trigger warning for people out there watching this, but like I have personally never SH'd before ever, and yeah, Elton was never a part of it, like asking me to show. I think they were saying like scars and stuff like that. That is just not true. I don't know who came up with that rumor, but that did not happen at all. At all.
What?
Never happened in that house or anything.
No. Yeah. Okay. I mean that's like that's the one that like kind of eats at my soul a little bit, because it's like, you know, I care about people, and if like anyone did anything like that, I'd be like, hey, let's, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, whatever. I don't need to get into it, but I think like that's the weirdest one of all of them. I can understand like the prank wars and not filming together, but that one's just like so obscene that it's a little hard to for sure.
And that's what we're talking about with like some of these things being said, or just like rumors that have appeared out of thin air. It's like that is actually just a complete false thing that got spread, and like thousands of people believe that happened.
Yeah. Well,
which doesn't much sense, because like as we're talking about, it wasn't like we all hate each other. We were roommates. We were friends. Like, we, like, opted to live together for a reason. So, at the end of the day, we were all friends in the house.
Yeah.
Like, so we wouldn't have done that no matter what.
Dude, we had Cruella DJ a house party.
Yeah.
Like,
It was a good memory.
we had some good fucking things happen in that house.
For sure.
So, it's cool. Alright, well, thanks, guys.
Of
You know.
course.
Hopefully that clears the air for everybody.
Need to clear the air.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And, cool. Well, I mean, no matter what, I'll see you guys Sunday. So.
See you Sunday.
Yeah, very good.
Awesome. Let's go.
Congratulations.
Thanks, bud.
Anyway.
Emily.
But I'm just glad that they all...
What's up, guys? So, I've been doing a lot of pranks on all these kiddos.
Oh. Here is... I mean, I'm getting this from a different YouTuber. This is J Kart's Arts. But he is showing both of Corey's videos from TikTok.
Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Your local bedhead here. We are going to be diving into Corey's response. If you guys don't know, there has been a rift. There has been an ending of a friendship between Elton and Corey from the Overnight channel. Corey has exited the Overnight channel. I know a lot of people were correcting me and stuff. Actually, Corey had left Overnight, and I mistook that. And I knew that. I found that out later on in Elton's response video, that Corey was the one who walked away. So my apologies to anybody I might have annoyed by that. Basically, Corey walked away from Overnight in a very kind of abrupt way. There was no goodbyes. There was nothing. He just said, I'm done and I'm out. And that was kind of where Elton's biggest issue was because they went through a lot together. And Elton, of course, was supporting him and helping him out as much as he could. And for it to just end that abruptly without anything, no comments about how he wanted to maybe like do one last episode or something like that. It was just, he's done, he's out. He's not going to do this anymore. And after all those years, you would expect more from a partner, right? Or somebody you're doing work with. With this, I'm going to go in with a clear conscience as best as I can and try to look at this from an unbiased opinion. You got to keep in mind, too, that actually I was a bigger fan of Corey than I was Elton. We learned more about Elton's point of view with that video. So I'm hoping Corey kind of answers some questions. I hope he does it respectfully, because I won't lie to you, when I saw his Instagram story, it really rubbed me the wrong way. It really kind of made me feel like everything that Elton was saying was kind of on point with how he was responding. So I'm hoping with this response, we actually get a more respectful, more clarification, more in-depth side to Corey and his situation and why he left and what was going through his mind. And in my personal opinion, it could have been done better. Okay, that's what I'll say about that. In my opinion, he could have left on a better note.
Yeah.
Made an attempt to do something more for his fans and audience and members, but he just kind of walked away, and that's just not professional in my opinion. But we're gonna find things out. So here we go, guys, with Corey's response, and this is posted on TikTok, by the way, which I don't know why he would want to post it on TikTok and not YouTube, but it's on TikTok. So here we go. Here we go with Corey's first response video, 9 minutes and 55 seconds long.
Well, I didn't really want the fans to know about this situation, and I was kind of trying just to leave the channel drama-free, but someone made an hour-long video talking shit about me, so I guess I should address the temper tantrum. I just want to start this off with saying I am so shocked. You guys have no idea how shocked I was waking up to that this morning. I've had and stood up for this guy for the last 7 years. You guys have no idea. You guys have no idea how many people that were on trips wanted to quit mid-trip, and they won it because of me. Because Corey would tell them, no guys, you have to stay. It's okay. Elton's just like that. Oh, he doesn't mean to be mean. That was me for 7 years. And I'm getting a video made about me, trying to destroy my character because you're mad that I'm moving on to do something else. I also...
But you could have just went to his place to do the recording that Elton had previously mentioned. So you guys could get out in the open and everything, that you guys could go your separate ways without having to do any cleanup, basically.
I say I think this timing is super weird. I quit 7 months ago. Your wedding is in like 2-3 weeks. Are you only just now making this exposed Corey video because you just ran out of videos to post of me? But I'm confused about a lot, I have to say.
Well, he did say that he has many more videos with you that are scheduled out that are going to be coming still. So it's not like he ran out. It's just, I think, because Corey, I'm pause. Elton actually releasing a video doesn't show that he's actually only using you for clout or however you want to use that. And this is a common occurrence I see with a lot of content creators, is that people are using me for clout. People are using me, my name, for money. The reality is, man, you were a part of the Overnight channel. You abruptly walked away. Of course he's going to make a video and tell people what happened. He has to. You can't just... That's like fucking, let's see, let me give you an example. Like, let's say the Bud Abbott and Lou Costello show. That's like if Costello walked out and never said a thing. You think nobody would notice? Yeah, he had to say, Abbott would have to say something, right? This is kind of the same concept. So I don't think it was meant as a way to just use your face or name as clout. I think he genuinely wanted the audience people to know what was going on with your situation, and that he was indeed upset with it, because you never attempted to reach out to him and have a conversation with him. At least that's to my understanding. So, yeah, that was kind of a weird moment, but we'll hear.
And I'm only addressing the stuff that he talked about. I'm not adding in anything extra. I'm defending myself and letting you guys know what really happened.
Okay.
The first thing I want to say is I don't understand why he's so mad at me for leaving the channel if working with me was so horrible. You mentioned that I tried to quit a bunch of times. Yes. Over the years, I was so depressed and so destroyed, I wanted to get out. And then you're also going to bring up our text. First of all,
who has depression.
Yeah, anybody could.
My God, we have a cup of coffee every weekend together. I know depression. I, of course, understand. Okay, it's like, because I know, I've seen the video, Elton's video, so I'm going to, of course, have to relate in a little bit. And I already know I said I wasn't going to try to do that. I'm going to try to be unbiased here, but it's harder than I thought. I will say this. If the depression was so bad, why didn't you just leave? Why did you stick around? Even if Elton was some sort of this control freak, and for whatever reason you decided to stick around because Elton wasn't going to let you leave, you can walk away whenever you want. Okay, I don't understand where you're getting with that. You wanted to leave for so long. Why not just do it?
Yeah.
Why not just leave? Are you gonna use the excuse that the fans were the reason why you didn't? And for Elton's
if that's
situation,
the case, then why didn't
it was
you?
clear that obviously, yes, friendships have those moments of you tug chains or whatever have you. You know, you butt heads. But at the end of the day, man, you're still friends. I'm kind of confused with that. Yeah, he did say those things, but that's not like he didn't, emphasize that. It was because of our friendship. This is why I decided, to stick around, because I just assumed we were, like, really good friends. And look, people butt heads, man. I butt heads with Michael. I butt heads with my buddy Lane. I butt heads with my friend Cinnamon. I butt heads with a lot of people. But that doesn't mean at the end of the day you still don't give a shit about somebody. Like, that's, okay, we're going to continue. I'm sorry, I had to say something about that. Sorry about that. We haven't talked since the day that I quit. We live 3 minutes from each other, guys. If this was so heartbreaking to Elton, he could have walked over here. But instead, I leave drama-free without exposing why I left. So let's destroy Corey. Let's tear Corey down.
What the fuck else was he supposed to say? Okay, it's not, okay, okay. You have an audience. I'm gonna get this across. You have a fucking audience of over 1 million people. I'm not sure how many subscribers you have on TFIL, but I know for a fact you have I have 1,430,000 subscribers over on your overnight channel, or was your guys' overnight channel, and then you just walked away, and then you don't respond to him, or he doesn't send a message back. He said he didn't send a message back, but there was nothing there. You just said, hey man, I think I'm done. And then you just left it at that. Yeah, he wouldn't come to your house. I mean, he could have, I guess. But it's not like none of us can. We don't know the behind the scenes stuff. We don't know if you want him to come over to your house or not. We don't know what you could have said to him or whatever have you. And maybe he was too pissed off that he didn't want to go over there and try to talk to you in person because he was just too aggravated at the fact that you just walked away. I don't know. I don't know. I'm getting a very strange vibe here. And that's not because I'm biased. It's not. I actually, again, I truly do have a lot of respect for Corey. But this is a weird response so far. He tries to leave drama-free. Okay, there's nothing wrong with trying to do that, I guess, but with your situation and the audience that you're supposed to be providing for when you're a content creator, it's just odd to me that you would want to leave without much of anything. And you wouldn't even tell him the reasons why you wanted to leave, if that was truly the reasons why you were wanting to leave. I don't know. It's a lack of communication, I guess, could be said here.
You tell him, or you're telling us how long it took Elton to say something, but how come it took you this long to say, oh, by the way, I quit TFIL and here are the reasons why, and actually apologize for what is going on, because people have paid from the donations for the live stream they had to go to these places with these two. And you completely stood the dude up, having him have to tell everybody else that, sorry, we can't do this, but if... Because he knew most of the people were just doing it for Corey anyway. So he just pretty much... Anyway.
A big lack of communication?
Corey gave me 7 years of his life, and he was nothing more than a character. I did not own that channel. That channel was completely owned by Elton. I went into it thinking it was a duo channel. It was not. 2. It's not my channel. It's Elton's channel. It's always been Elton's channel. I get paid a day rate to be there, and then my job is done. There's been a bunch of other people that have quit these channels over the years, but videos weren't made about them. So I'm a little confused how I'm getting treated differently when I got treated the same as them employee-wise. 3, he complained that I kept quitting. Does that not make you guys think? I was unhappy. I was depressed. I didn't want to be there anymore. I've been trying to quit since...
Okay, you're trying to quit, but why don't you just fuck it? What? I mean, obviously you eventually...
And why are you talking to the camera like they're a child? I mean, come on.
Did, right? But you could have at least ended it on a better note.
Mm-hmm.
And then nobody would be having this issue. But you decided to just say, fuck it, I'm done. Screw these guys. And then even your Instagram story, which didn't help your situation and making me feel this way, where you had this little bit of hair and then the rest of your hair was all... You're pretty much saying that, overnight is just a little bit of nothing. And pretty much like just throw away. Like, I don't need it. And it's like, man, it's like it rubs me the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
2022, my family would call me once a week, begging me to leave that channel because of how depressed and unhappy I was. And I tell them every call that I can't because I don't want to let you guys down. I only stayed because of y'all. Dude, and I didn't want to bring this.
And then you don't feel like you let everybody down by the way you left? You get what I'm saying, man? Do you understand what I'm getting at, dude? Look, I know you're going to sit here and say it's like, oh, well, the manner of how I left wasn't a big deal. I think it was a big deal because it showed that you didn't give a shit enough to actually attempt to make one final attempt at something. And I'm not sure if maybe you had a conversation with Elton about this. Maybe you were like, hey, man, I would love to do one last episode. I'm just done. Maybe he was like, no. I don't know if that happened. We'll find out, of course. But I think the mannerisms of what you're having here and using the fans as an excuse or a way to kind of dodge a bullet here by saying, I only did it for you guys. That's the reason why I was here. But you were depressed being there. Why not just walk away? Because to me, it didn't look like you were depressed. To me, the entirety of the entire overnight channel, you looked happy, you were cracking jokes, you were having fun, it looked like. Am I missing something? Of the videos I've seen of you guys, you looked like you were actually genuinely happy and having fun doing this stuff. And there's moments, that you do walk off set, that maybe I could see that maybe, you know, your side of the depression maybe you just wanted to get out of there, and maybe that's true. I don't know. It's very much, I'm mixed on this so far because I know what I know now and what I've been told. And Elton was confident, man. That's the thing. Elton was confident in what he was saying. He says he has the proof to back it. Now, obviously, that's the next step. If he can actually back the proof to show that this is the way you acted, then that might be something else. Now, if he does have that proof, then I don't know what to tell you. Because he was confident as fuck. I'm sorry, but he really was. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm a little confused on your response right now, but we'll see how things play out.
So during the charity event live stream, when I would take breaks, I had aunts and uncles from different states call me and say, there's no way you're going to let this guy talk to you like that. Are you really going to let this guy embarrass you in front of thousands of people on a live stream? I don't know how you guys don't see it. This is hilarious.
Well, it's not, honestly... Here's the thing, man. I don't think anybody was, like, not questioning the moments when Elton would obviously put people in uncomfortable situations. But again, that's kind of something he talked about too.
Yeah.
Were these uncomfortable situations.
He talked about it with you guys. And you guys agreed that he could do this at the next place you guys went to. Once you guys got there, he was the one who didn't want to do it.
Could have been moments where he would tell you guys, this is what we're going to do. We're planning on doing this. We're bringing something on set. You know, doing all this crazy stuff around these really haunted objects, and you agree to it, right? I mean, I would assume he would have documented proof of okay by them.
Take the guesswork out of your
saying stuff like that. I need to go to that live stream. I really do.
I'm actually going to say that I faked being sick during our charity event, where we were sleeping in a shed that was 40 degrees because you didn't want a heater for us because it would make too much noise.
That was a star.
So after 3 or 4 days of living in darkness, I got sick. Then you see me outside. For the first time in days, I'm not in the pitch black and I'm getting sun, and I'm feeling a little bit better. Guys, this is breaking news. We need someone to figure this out. How is that possible? Seriously. Then you're gonna bring up that I Uber Eats food while I was sick? I guess we have to... You guys have no idea how weird this is that I'm making this video. Like, I'm almost 30 years old. The food situation, when I got sick, they told me the only thing I'm allowed to eat is chicken noodle soup. So for the whole day when they were ordering food like lunch and dinner, they would get, you know, big meals, but I had to eat the chicken noodle soup inside. And guys, I mean, as you guys know, Elton said it in so many videos, I weigh more than 200 pounds. You guys should know that a 200-pound man needs more. I'm so sorry to the my team ordered McDonald's. I didn't mean to hurt y'all's feelings. Looking at, do y'all not see how...
Have you reached out to any of the overnight team and asked them if this is how they felt about the chicken noodle soup? This is weird of me saying now. Because you kind of just threw the entire overnight team under the bus. Like, you have some sort of vendetta against the overnight team itself. Not just Elton. Like, you know, you just do... You know, Elton's one thing. This is what the video is supposed to be about. But talking about the overnight team and saying that... I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of... It's tough. Because I'm getting weird mixed feelings here with this response. I just am. And I've gone into this as best as I can unbiased to Elton's video. And I know I'm going to have a lot of Corey Shearer fans probably breathing down the back of my neck. I don't have necks, but breathing down the back of my neck saying, how could you do this? This guy, you know, he's so honorable. And so far, I don't see a guy giving any good arguments. He's only telling his side of it, and then you're just going to have to take his word for it. He's not giving you any physical proof. He's not telling you this is... You know, I have the stuff to back this up. He's not saying that. You just gotta have to take his word for it so far. And where Elton straight up started his video by saying, I got the receipts to back it. I got the proof. And look, you know, Corey getting sick. It is what it is, man. If you got sick, you got sick. But wasn't it, like, again, talked about beforehand? Like, you guys had a plan on what you were going to do anyways if someone were sick? And it makes sense. Yeah, if you go outside, you get some fresh air, you probably feel a little bit better. That actually does make sense. I'll give you that. I will. But so far, I'm not really getting, like... To me, so far, the arguments he's trying to make aren't really that strong. So far. To me, at least. And I could be wrong. Maybe I'm missing something here, but... To me, he's just kind of, again, giving his side of it. And that's fine, you know. But he's also kind of coming off a bit... Like, I understand why he's heated. And Elton himself was heated, too. But this really... I mean, he just threw, like, the entire overnight crew out there. Just as, oh, I'm sorry I offended you guys. And I can understand being mad, but... I don't know. I'm getting weird vibes, honestly.
Yeah.
Controlling that looks... Okay, let's move on. 5, I guess we'll talk about the best friend situation thing too. Y'all have no idea how weird this is. This is such a weird video. Yeah, I guess you would say that we were best friends and pretty close for a long time. I agree. I was trying to convince myself this whole time that we were best friends, but he said something last year that really, like, hurt me. And when
what was that?
I realized, like, a best friend wouldn't say something like that to you. And so that was it. Like, I'm not even going to get into it. Like, I shouldn't even have to make a response video. It's so crazy, the stuff you said about me, dog.
You know what would have solved this problem right here? Making an attempt to, even posting a video to your own channel would have been something. The fact that you didn't do that gives a little bit more leeway to the lazy concept. The fact that you didn't feel you needed to say anything to the overnight channel gives a little more leeway to Elton's arguments. Why not make a video, post it to your personal Corey Shearer channel, or your, you know, the one you're doing with your girlfriend, and say, guys, this is the reason why I decided to leave overnight, you know, as respectfully as I want to be, you know, this is it, that, this, that. And look, I respect Elton and whatnot. I just needed to spread my own wings. Problem solved. That would have been it. People would have been like, you know what? I get it, man. I get it. Wish not, but you and Elton, but the best. But honestly, this would have been all avoided if you had made a response. I feel like all of this. The reason why Elton made a video, probably because you left him on hold for so long. He has a channel to run, a business to run. He's trying to get as many videos out as possible. I'm sure that gets stressful. And now he has to make a video explaining to his audience why one of their lead guys just decided to get up and say, hey, fuck it, man, I'm out. I can understand some of your points. I can understand a lot of his points. I'm just saying. I'm getting a lot of mixed feels right now with this video.
I had your back for so long. You have no idea how much I've stood up for you. And then I leave the channel, drama-free.
Wait.
Don't say one bad thing about you. But man, Corey left. It's been 7 months. Let's make a video being mean to Corey. Yeah, that's what we should do. He said that we had a spiritual relationship. Last I knew, from like 2 years ago, he's an atheist, and he would get pissed every time I wore my I Love Jesus hat. Okay, now let's talk about the money thing. He said that I could make like $500,000 a year or $250 a year or something like that. Guys, I don't even make a quarter of that a year. I think for me to make that, we would have to film 500 videos, and then that would be like 9 years of content. I got paid a flat rate. For most of the time, it was like 500 to like 750 a video, I think was my pay. And then last year, it got up to 1,000 a video, which is great. But it's just weird when the editor's yearly salary is still triple what mine is. Like, dog, I would have been smarter just quitting the channel and only editing.
Well, to be frankly blunt, editors got to do a shit ton of sitting down.
Oh, yeah.
And editing. That can cause so much nerve damage and shit, just sitting down and typing and cutting shit, making it look cool. I mean, that they do, like, literally most of the work. Like, yeah, you put the video together, you're on screen, yada, yada, yada. It's great stuff, obviously, but the editing is really where the magic happens. Like that, if the editing's not good, the video's not, you know. You get what I'm saying. Sometimes it can be, but editing.
I misspoke right here. I meant to say that he said that I make more money than he does.
He said he paid $13K for one night at the Queen Mary. I can't afford that. So if I'm making more than him, how can he afford that? Well, speaking of the 500K,
he has.
Well, he already said that the money that goes into the videos, kind of like Mr. Beast is a good example, actually. It's like most of the money. Mr. Beast himself is rich, but he doesn't he doesn't take the money and give it to himself most of the time. He puts it back into other videos. That's what Elton does, and that's what he did. He took the money, he put it into your next video so you wouldn't have to pay for it, so you all could go and do videos and make even more money.
Yeah.
So I understand where you're coming from with that, but at the same time, he's also and this actually is not, to me, doesn't feel like a lie when it comes to Elton's side of it, because that actually does make sense on how they're able to go out to all these different locations. You got to use the money to make more money. So for him to take the money out of that video and then put it to the side and say, hey, okay, this is the money for our next trip, that makes perfect sense. That's logical business strategy right there. Yeah.
Or 250K, whatever he was talking about, I would have loved that opportunity. Honestly, I guess this might be TMI or something. I guess I have to talk about this because he brought this up. But guys, my full salary for last year, this is for overnight and TFIL, was $61K. The California minimum wage.
Wow, he actually got. I guess everything else is kind of too personal. I mean, he's showing numbers. I mean, that's something at least. He's showing some sort of proof. I just don't know how legitimate it is, because I that could be for anything, right? I mean, that could be, for all I know. But I mean, kind of like Elton, I'll take his word for it that that's real. But again, if Elton makes another video and he has the documents to prove how much he was giving you, this could come back and bite you in the ass big time. So keep that in mind too. He was pretty confident, and if he comes out with this arm swinging and he shows the actual facts and the proof and the paperwork, I don't know what to tell you, man. Because I know you're coming off pretty confident right now, but it's like if he does that, then I don't know. And if he doesn't do that, then I'm going to be questioning Elton a little bit more, right? I mean, that's the next step. Is like, is he going to back up what he was saying he had from the first video, right? That's where you're going to question things. And look, man, we'll see, but.
Just 66K a year. So, I don't want to sound ungrateful, but for all the influencers watching this, please go look at the Overnight Channel's views, and then you guys will understand why I'm in shock. On top of merch, I just had to choose me. I'm watching all of my friends saving to retire, and I'm making under minimum wage yearly for these channels that is my face. He also said that, like,
We'll see. We'll see about that. And look, I'm willing to apologize for that. I really am. Because, again, guys, you have no idea. I fucking like Corey. I used to say all the time he was, like, my favorite paranormal investigator. If Elton's lying about it, of course I'll straight up apologize, but I just don't see that. I'm sorry. Your videos, overnight gets, like, over 100,000 views. And that's a lot of fucking money. That is no small amount of money. I mean, even Penguin Z0 said, like, even for a video to hit 30,000 views, can get you over, like, $7 grand. Like, on his one channel, he's making over $7 grand on, like, 30,000 views. So, I understand there's a lot of people to pay, but I just don't see Corey getting that much less. I just don't. Obviously, I would love to see the numbers and the records and stuff. So, again, Elton, if you have that shit, show it. But I just don't see that. I just don't see that he's making under minimum wage. No way. I just don't.
I should have been making reaction videos to his YouTube videos if I wanted to make more money or something.
I don't know if he said his videos. Did he say his videos? And he might have. He might have said reaction videos to his videos. I just thought he said reaction videos.
Something like, dude, I'm trying to leave the channel. I'm not trying to now turn my old YouTube channel that I quit to do overnight and everything else the whole time, and that was my mistake. I should not have a channel to do what I thought was a duo channel, because it was not. Which brings me to my next statement. As of like 2 years ago or something like that, I got a text when I was at the gym from Elton, and it said that I didn't deserve merch anymore. So it's been really hard for the last like 2 years, getting thousands of DMs and tweets of saying, Corey, I just got your new merch. I love the new Haunted Homies merch. I love the new overnight merch. Look, I'm wearing it. And I can't publicly say without look like I'm shading Elton. I can't say, guys, that's not my merch. Yes, that's the channel that I post weekly on, and yes, that's the podcast that I do. But I get 0% of all merch. All merch goes to them.
So because you weren't making any money off of the merchandise from the channel that you were a part of, you don't consider that to be your merch? I would love to see these text messages. You said you have text messages from Elton that said you cannot have this. So definitely would be interesting.
But he
to show
probably
that
conveniently deleted them.
You have it. I'm assuming one of them has those text messages. So I would start showing the messages instead of saying
or
that
conveniently got a new phone after that.
We're just going to have to take your word for it. And I'm getting tired of having to take people's word for it. I want to see evidence. I want to see proof. This is what they said. The reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I like these guys. I like these guys. This hurts my feelings. This breaks my heart. I don't like seeing them going at it like this. But honestly, if one of them is lying, I want to know which one. So far, I gotta be honest, Elton's had a better argument than Corey. I'm sorry for anybody who wants to rip my throat out right now, but so far, I liked Elton's video more, explaining what. Because I feel like the reasons behind his video were truly to let the audience know what has gone down and why one of the best parts of Overnight just decided to walk away. That was something. That showed me that there was actually care put into that video. Mm-hmm. There was a reason why he made it. He wanted people to know what was going on. He didn't just want people to forget Corey. He wanted to let them know this is what's happening. And if you're not going to at least make the attempt to actually show that you gave a shit, because you saying you didn't give a shit, and honestly, you not putting any effort to at least try to make it right with Elton to show the Overnight channel or make a video for the Overnight channel to tell him this is what we're going to be doing, and I'm going to go ahead and walk out. That shows that you didn't give a shit enough, in my personal opinion. Could I be reading this whole thing wrong? Of course I could be. If I am, I'm going to apologize. But, man, I do see a lot of Elton's points. I do.
Not me. Way back in the day, Elton used to let me get a percent to merch if you guys used promo code Corey or something when checking out. What I was told was that he pays someone to design it, package it, ship it, and emails. So I don't deserve anything. I don't deserve any support for the fans. Because those people, they ship it. They ship it, Corey.
Okay, we're about to watch part 2, everybody. Part 2, here we go.
My image is the one selling it. But that's not enough. I should have packaged it. And to make that even more confusing to me, it was never brought up or brought to me that, hey, if you don't start helping me design this merch, you're getting your cut taken away. Guys, it was, we made Overnight, I got 50% of merch, and then I get a text saying, you don't get merch anymore, because I don't deserve it. Okay, so the times that I did make anything from merch...
So what you're saying is he tried to get you to help. So you're saying that, and I'm not sure how he said it. I mean, he could have said it the way you're putting it out there. Maybe it rubbed you the wrong way. That's fine. But the way you're making it sound is he actually attempted to try to get you on board to help out with the merch, but you decided not to do it, and that's why he decided to cut you from it. Because he got fed up with you not wanting to do anything. Again, it's giving more credit. If you weren't down for it, you should, you're actually helping Elton at this point, honestly. Making a lot of his points seem legitimate by saying stuff like that. And maybe that's the honest truth. Maybe that's what was going down. But that doesn't mean it was, the right thing that was going down. It just shows that, yeah, he had a point about when he said I wasn't doing nothing. He was getting aggravated about it. People can get aggravated, especially when they're the only ones expecting to do anything and getting stuff done, right? Now, here's the thing. Was it right of Elton, if this is the truth of it, was it right of Elton to cut him from the money, especially if he's using his face? No. I think that, but again, Elton kind of comes off like a businessman, so I'm not sure if that's the case. We'll have to see. We need to see documents for sure.
After he told me that I get 0% was during Haunted Homies live shows. If any merch sold in person, I would get 33% or something. And then the other way was when we would randomly do a contest or something, and I would push it on my Instagram and stuff like that. So he would give me a small percentage there too. But those were just random bonuses, I guess, once a year or something. Also, Elton brought up that I make money from other extra stuff that we do, like merch and posters and stuff like that. I don't know if you remember, Elton, the last time we did posters, we spent like 8 hours signing and packaging them, and then at the end of the day, you told me that I'm not getting any of that money, and it's all going to the editor. So, that poster money is busting, going. He said that I didn't contribute to Haunted Homies or something like that. Guys,